Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot, to my latest reading, which is on what does the person on your mind think of you. So I think there's going to be 7 different piles. So pick a number from 1 to 7. That's going to mostly be a channeled intuitive reading, so I'm not going to be using any cards. And let's see, what does this person on your mind think of you? All right, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. What does the person on your mind think of you? I'm hearing they don't think of you very often, but when they do, it's with fondness. It's like kind of a occasional fond memory, and it's sort of like I'm hearing this person. You may have sort of been close to this person, but then there's kind of a separation. And it's sort of like this person wonders, oh, what, they look at you with fondness. And I'm hearing also, even you may have become close with this person, and then they kind of, there may have been, for some cases, but not all, but there may have been like sort of a chaotic ending. And in this case, they may look at you with fondness, of sort of, or nostalgia, or sort of a sense of, could things have been different? They may have, in some cases, regret, but in other cases, it's just like they kind of think of you not all that often, but when they do, it's kind of with fondness. So fondness or regret. Let's see what other energies can we get from this. I'm hearing another energy is they can't really figure you out that much. So maybe it's something, maybe they don't think of you because they want to avoid an energy that of something that they can't figure out. So it's sort of like this energy of like of the, yeah, they can't figure you out. So it's like they kind of or like to avoid thinking of you for that reason, because it's something, because they can't figure you out. Or for others, it may be like, oh, they may feel a sense of, like, emotional pain when they think about you. So it's sort of like a slight, something, sometimes there's not really any reason for it, but there might be sort of an emotional reason beyond it. And, let's see what else. For others, it may feel like you're kind of a like nurturing mother figure to them, or they kind of saw you as that way, or they felt, yeah, like a sort of fond energy, or they may have felt that you took that energy away from them when you should have been a certain way. So it's sort of those energies of a little bit of complex energy, like you should have given them something that you didn't, or something, or like a kind of a weird energy. But it's like the sense of avoidance, though they don't really want to think about you too much. Like it activates sort of energies, either nostalgia energies or more painful energies. I hope that makes sense. That's all we've got for pile number 1. Now let's move on to pile number 2. Hello, pile number 2. Let us see, what do we have? Okay. So pile number 2. Let's see, what do we have for pile number 2? I'm first seeing an image of a lightning strike. So I'm hearing them unpredictable. This person may think you're unpredictable, or they don't know what you're going to do next. So I mean, I'm hearing you're either to them annoying or exciting, or they don't know what they call you, if you're annoying or exciting. So they have kind of a conflicted energy when it comes to you. It's sort of like, yeah, like a conflicted energy of not wanting to know if you're exciting, annoying, or vexing, or intriguing. So it's sort of like this energy of mysterious, a mixture of those energies, like annoying, vexing, exciting. I'm hearing even deceiving, like sort of a deceiving energy. So they're kind of intrigued by you and drawn to you more than they want to let on. Like it's sort of like, I'm hearing the word forbidden fruit. They think of you as a forbidden fruit. For some reason, like it's like something about like you have sort of an energy that they kind of secretly cherish or like, but it's sort of like you don't like. And I'm here, it's almost like, it sounds funny. It's sort of like you have this secret energy that they cherish, but they don't want to cherish. They don't want to find you as intriguing as they do. It's sort of like you're this opposite energy of them, or that you activate something in them that sort of sizzles and fries their psyche, but they don't want to really kind of go there. They don't want to they don't really want to go there. And they I'm hearing this like of chocolate cake. This image is almost like you're the ultimate of chocolate cake that they wish they could have, but they can't have it. So it's sort of like, and it could almost be, even if you're like available, it's almost like they can't. They put you in this category of someone who's either too good to be true or too dangerous for them to have. Like, but they definitely, they're kind of watching you, but they don't really want to be. Like, they're not really, it's like you're in this corner of their mind, but they're part of this forbidden fruit. They don't really want you there, even though they want you there. So conflicted energy. They want you there, but they don't really want to have you there. Interesting. So I'm hearing, yeah, this person may have secret feelings towards you, even in some cases. They may have secret feelings, but it's like this person can be sometimes getting a little bit very controlled with their emotions. So it's like almost like the more strong emotions they have towards somebody, the more that they try and curtail them, they try and control. Like, the more out of, okay, I'm getting it now, I'm getting more of it. You kind of make them feel out of control. So it's sort of like they don't like that feeling. They don't like the feeling of being out of control. So they try and really avoid anything that makes them feel out of control. They avoid somebody whose emotions are sort of foreign to them, that are kind of foreign to them. And yet it's so intriguing. It's like the forbidden fruit. It's like even the guard, where she's like, oh, I don't really want to have that fruit, but oh, that snake tempted me. So interesting energy. Interesting. I wonder what vibes you're putting off, or maybe you're not. Maybe they're projecting. Maybe it's not even who you are. Maybe it's something that they're projecting on you. Could be who you are, but something they're projecting. So it's an interestingly psychologically unique pile. An interesting dynamic that I get from this pile number 2. All right, pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3. Let's see. So, pile number 3, what do we have? Let me just tune. I gotta clean off pile 2, and then what is the energy of pile 3? Okay, fierce. I'm hearing they think you're fierce. They think you're almost a fierce, protective mama bear is what they think about you. They think that you're like you'd stand up. They either think that you stand up for them or for other people, or maybe if you have kids, would stand up for your kids, like you're somebody who stands up. I'm hearing in most cases they have kind of an admirance about you. Most of the case, okay, I'm hearing something. 80% of the time they have an admirance for you, but 20% of the time they think, oh, she or he is way too intense, they think. But either way, even if they think you're a little bit too much, or it's admirance, or, admiring you, or a little bit too much, I think most of the cases they respect you because they see you as somebody who stands up for the underdog and stands up for the causes, or it's a cause that you believe in. So they like that, and they feel that you have a protective mother bear presence that sort of takes care of people around you. They can't see that as a bad thing. Even though they may think you're too intense, they can't think it's a bad thing. They think that you, stand up for those less fortunate than you. Like maybe for animals too. You may be an animal rights activist, or you may be somebody. I'm hearing if somebody they see if you they think you, and they may have even witnessed you doing this, or they think you do this, or this is the kind of thing that you do, and they kind of sense this. But if somebody, say you're at the cafe and somebody's, for example, or at a store or somewhere, and maybe even, I don't know, like a pool or something, and like there's an employee or a boss or a manager who's being really mean to an employee, you're the type who will, they think that you're the type who will like go up and like ream the person out for doing an unjust thing. Or if somebody, or for an example, if somebody is abusing their child in public or something, they think that you'll like go and defend them. They think that you'll defend them. Or if you see, I don't know, like a predator in the street, you'll go up to them and have no trouble telling, like, just yelling at them, and so they see you as kind of, and you may not be this, or may not feel that this is accurate, but they do see you as a very kind of fearless, fearsome person. Interesting. So, but yeah, I'm hearing in most cases, I'm hearing either they admire you or think you're too much, but I'm hearing another thread too. They may think you're a Karen, and I'm not saying this is true, but they may think that you're a Karen. You know what a Karen is? Like somebody who starts trouble at when someone really, something happens. Like they think that you're somebody who just stops, who starts trouble, like who just starts, for I'm hearing they, in some cases, they think that you start trouble, but it may kind of have a good reason for it. In some cases, they think it's no reason, but it's an edge of being a Karen. Although not everyone in the pile, most of them don't think that way, but there's like a subset of this pile that they think you're a Karen. But I'm hearing it's not accurate. It's probably not accurate. It's just sort of like but they may admire that in some way. In some ways, it may be too much. They may think it's too much, but for some, but other ones think that they admire it. They admire that you're sort of also. They may think you're a social justice warrior with edges of Karen. So they kind of admire that, but while being a little bit nervous. I'm hearing in other cases that you make them nervous. Interesting. So that's all I've got. But I'm hearing, stay strong. Whatever this person thinks, don't let it shake you. It's kind of their perception too. I'm hearing there could be kind of some sort of distorted perception here too. So it's sort of it's kind of like how accurate it is. I mean, I'm hearing there could be tinges of accuracy to their perceptions, but a lot of distortion. They may take one thing, like they may have seen you done one. This is I'm hearing too. They may have seen you done one thing, one time. I'm hearing another thing. Yeah, they may have seen you like really stand up for yourself and be a Karen or so to speak, in their terms, like Karen in the terms. I'm not saying you necessarily are. And they may have just seen it once, but then now they've colored like one incident where you may have been pushed terribly or something. It might have been like an incident, when it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. And now they think that this is your entire personality. So yeah, they may have, so you may want to sort of reassure this person about, or not. You could clarify with this person if you wanted to. If you feel that they are the type that they've seen you do something once and now they've distorted their perception about who you are. But I'm hearing in a sense, really, who cares really what they think? That's what I'm hearing too. I mean, I know I know this is a reading on what does the person on your mind think of you, but I'm hearing too also who really cares? You too, So yeah, it's interesting. Pile 3, it feels complete now. So let us move on to pile 4. So hello, pile 4. Let's see what messages are gonna. I'm hearing the word. I think you're quiet, introspective, a reader, and they're quite intrigued with you. I'm hearing they're either intrigued or kind of. In some cases, I'm hearing it goes down the line of being a little bit obsessive. In some cases, like a little bit. I'm hearing, yeah, there's either 80% intrigued, but there's 20% of this pile. I'm hearing they're kind of obsessed with you. What does this mind think of you? Yeah, they're obsessed. They're obsessed because it's almost like I'm getting the energy of like just say a guy who sees somebody at the library, and he wonders about this person, and he's like he can't get her out of his mind. So I'm hearing this. So in some cases, this person can't get you out of their mind, but in other cases, they're very intrigued. They're very intrigued by you. Very. They wonder what are you up to. What they wonder is what do you do in your spare time, and it's almost like they've created this digital image of you that almost and I'm not saying that you're not interesting because you probably are, but it's sort of like they've created this image of you that's very interesting of like wondering what you really do, and I mean you may be so what I'm getting is you may like okay I'm hearing side by side two different boxes what you do on a Thursday night. You may go home, spend time with your cat, make some meal, and watch Netflix for a couple hours. But in their mind, you go home, you do some chants, you eat like the highest quality food that one can imagine, and then you start doing spells, and then you meet an imaginary like wizard at 11 o'clock. It's sort of like they've almost imbued you with this mystical quality. Interesting. And I'm hearing in some cases, I'm not saying all, but in some cases, this person may have a crush on you or think, but it's not in all cases. I mean, it'll resonate if this is, if that's the part of the reading that resonates. But in other cases, it may have gone to a level of obsession. But in the cases, it's intrigue and sort of, and then I'm hearing there's a section of this pile. It's not, they don't have a crush on you, but they've kind of like, they've almost got an intrigue crush on you. Like, not a romantic crush, but an intrigue crush, where it's like they're imagining all these things about you. And I'm hearing it could even be your boss, could be a friend, could be someone like of the opposite sex, but it's sort of like they're really intrigued with you. Really, really intrigued. And in some cases, a crush, and in some cases, an obsessed crush. But not all. So that's interesting. And I'm hearing, watch the way this person watches you. And kind of see yourself through their mind. Because you'll understand what's going on with this person. And what they truly think about you. But kind of see through their eyes. I'm also, oh dear, I'm getting, that Netflix show, I think it's called You. That was what popped into my mind. So, I'm hearing in some cases, look out, because it's not the protagonist. I think his name is Joe. I didn't really watch. It's I found it a little too disturbing. I didn't really want to watch it, but I'm getting that energy too. So, not saying for all, but for some, an interesting energy. So, take that with a grain of salt, but kind of keep it in mind if it resonates. Interesting. So then let's go to pile number 5. Hello, pile number 5. Let's see, what do we have for pile number 5? Okay. So let me clear out the energy of the last piles, and now let's okay, what for pile 5? I'm hearing some think you're as sweet as cherry pie. Interesting. As sweet as cherry pie. And they think you're kind of a bubbly person. So this person could either think you're very sweet. Interesting. But in another case, they may hold a grudge towards you. Interesting. Because either you're very sweet or you're not. I'm hearing something to do with sweetness, and this personality. This person really likes sweetness, or they thought you were. I'm hearing they thought you were very sweet, and then I think maybe this person, they figured out they couldn't push you around, and they didn't like that. Is what I'm hearing. They thought you were a sweet person that they could just do it, have their way with in whatever way that is. And they found out that wasn't the case. And then they felt, uncomfortable with you after that when they found out that you weren't who you are. That's what I'm hearing. When they found out that you weren't, it's almost like they feel that this person, okay, I'm hearing in some energy, they thought you were sweet. So I'm hearing there's a section of this pile that it's just the first part of their reading. They think that you're sweet, period, end of story. And that's all. And that's all this reading is. But I'm hearing for others, it kind of extends beyond that, and they think that you deceived them in some way by pretending to be sweet but not being sweet. And they found out that you had an assertive energy to them that they didn't know about, and they feel like you deceived them because of this. They feel almost deceived by you. But some think you're very sweet and almost innocent, I'm hearing. And then they figured out that you weren't. Some it just stays that way, and then for others it goes into energy. They figured out that you weren't what would make them comfortable when they thought, oh, you're just somebody who won't cause any trouble, and they found out that wasn't the case. So what else do they? I'm hearing the word the bitch word. So some it's morphed into that, thinking that you're that. I'm hearing like the change, like they didn't think you were, but now I'm hearing the bitch. What I'm hearing, this is most likely a person's very distorted, in fact, perception on you. So I'm hearing do not take this person's. I'm hearing they're looking at you with kind of a dark, vengeful vibe in some cases. But I'm hearing there's a section that picked this pile where this is not the case, and like I said, they just think that you're sweet. They just think that you're sweet. But then they've got a section of a pile that goes into, well, actually they have a really dark revenge, even plot. Like, I don't think they would actually do this, at least I hope not. But it's sort of like, for some, it's like they feel that you seem sweet and then you poisoned their pie in some way. And I'm hearing this is like this person has got sort of, in a lot of cases, this person may have a lot of weird demonic energy themselves. So it's entirely a projection, but it's sort of like, kind of a kind of disconcerting energy that they're putting towards you in some cases. When it's gone beyond just thinking that you're sweet, which is a positive thing, but okay, so they found out you're not somebody to be messed with, and they've taken that personally. And I'm hearing in some cases you may have rebuffed this person, or they either that, or you may have gotten involved with this person, and they thought you were one way, and they found out you were a different way, and they didn't like it, and you didn't really deceive them, but they feel that they were. So it's a lot of weird, distorted, like they have almost a distorted masculine perception that they put on you. And yeah. And yeah, so that feels about complete, I think. I'm hearing watch out for this person in some cases. In other cases, they're perfectly innocuous and they just think you're sweet. So it could go either way and sense into what it exactly is. Okay, so let's go to pile number 6. 25, 38. All right. Hello, pile number 6. Hello, pile number 6. Let's see. What do we have for you? For what does this person think about you? All right. Let me go into an energy. Get the energy. Okay. I'm hearing. I think you're a very powerful and confident person who is a good cook. Interesting. I think you're almost Martha Stewart. That's an interesting energy. Powerful, and it feels mostly positive. Maybe a little bit of energy of feeling a little bit suspicious of you. They may not know you that well. Maybe the person you're asking about is kind of an energy. I'm hearing a boss or a mother-in-law or some sort of mother-in-law for a family. So they feel that you're you're basically, they think you're a very powerful, almost, in some cases, they think you're a very in charge person. Some may even think that you're bossy. But it's sort of like, yeah, they think that you're very in charge. I'm hearing this image of, if it's like your mother-in-law, they may think that you're, or sister-in-law or something, or a boss, or people at work, they may think you're very much in charge and in control, and a good homemaker. Something about being a homemaker, like a Martha Stewart character. Somebody holds. I'm hearing they also think that you hold the fort together. They may think that you are like a strong. I'm hearing a strong female. They may think you're a strong female that holds everything together, and they may admire that. They may fear that. They may fear you a little bit in some cases. Yeah, in some cases they may feel a little bit fearful because you can't be pushed around. And maybe they're not used to dealing with somebody who can't be pushed around. Let's see what else. They may think you're wise and savvy and a little bit sneaky. They may be, wise and savvy. So they think that you're they almost think that you have a trick up your sleeve. And I'm hearing this may not be the case, but they kind of think that this is the case. They feel that this is you have a trick up your sleeve, but you may not. I'm not sure why they think this. It's sort of like they just they think that you are the one. They even blame. I'm hearing they may blame you for taking a cookie out of a cookie jar. That might be like a metaphor. Like, they think okay. I'm hearing they may think that you took something or you will take something that isn't for you, or isn't for you, or I'm hearing in some cases they may think that, and I'm not saying this is true, but they may think that you're money hungry or something, or that you're after someone's money, or you're sneakily trying to obtain something. And I'm hearing this person could this person could be completely like distorting something. They might be just completely like distorting the perception, but it's sort of like it's like, yeah, yes, because I saw this image of like somebody taking a cookie from the cookie jar. So it's sort of like they think, or it might be even literally food. Like they may think that, it's funny, but they may have a grudge against you for like taking something, even the last piece of pie. They may have seen you take, like at a family gathering, I'm hearing something like that, but this could be a metaphor too. Like you were in a family gathering and then there was pie, and then you took the last piece of pie, and they're not happy about that or something, like, and they took something to mean, or you won at like a game at a family gathering, and they really, like, you won at bingo or you won something, and they have this weird look at you, or you got something, or you got some privilege, and they don't like it, or they think that you're gunning for some privilege that they don't want you to have. Maybe it's a workplace competitor, maybe it's some sort of, yes, there's some sidelining, or you took something, I think an image, took something out of the cookie jar, or thinking you could take something out of the cookie jar, which could be metaphorical or not. It could be metaphorical, but maybe it's literal food, but it's probably more likely a metaphor. Interesting. And then I'm hearing, like, I'm hearing in some cases, like 2 or 3%, watch for this person trying to zing you back in some weird way because they think you've done something that you haven't done. So yeah, they want to zing you back. They may even think you've said something to insult them when you haven't. So they might try, 2 to 3% of the cases, they may try and like zing something back at you when you haven't done anything. Interesting. Oh, but interesting. So now let's go to pile number 7. Hello, pile number 7. Let us see what we have here for pile number 7. Okay. Just let me tune into it. Okay, pile number 7. What do we have for pile number 7? Okay. I think you're mystical is what I'm hearing. Hearing the word mystical. They think that you're almost too good to be true. So I'm hearing in some cases they may think that you have a kind of a facade going on. They may think that you are mystical. They may think that you're in a sphere of spiritual influence, and they don't know if that's really who you truly are. So they may kind of be a little bit suspicious of you, thinking that they don't know if you are who you truly are. And they may think that you're, like, they don't know, yeah, if you are true, you truly are. And if you'll do who like what you say you'll do. And I'm not getting dislike from them, or not that much dislike normally, but it's sort of like, yeah, they don't know what you're going to do. They don't know if you're going to do what you say you're going to do. And it's sort of like it's kind of like it's kind of like yeah, they kind of just like what do they think about you? Yeah, they kind of, I'm hearing the words, they think you're into some weird shit or something too. So I'm hearing they may think that you're really into like a lot of weird, like esoteric stuff that they don't understand. I'm hearing this person could be kind of a basic person who doesn't really feel comfortable with people who are outside the box. And they think that you're outside of the box, and they may not necessarily like this or trust this. They may not trust out of the box thinkers in general, or they may think that that's an energy of being like just something that makes them nervous. Like you're out of the box thinking. And I'm hearing other people maybe respond very well. I'm hearing something else too. Energies that that other people may respond very well to sort of perturb this person or rub them the other way. So I'm hearing there could be kind of a personality conflict between you and them, because of this. They don't get your personality. They don't vibe with it necessarily. And they're the type of person who just doesn't really, I don't think, have that much introspection. So if they don't vibe with somebody, it's automatically their fault. And if they don't align with another person's interests, their interests are automatically wrong. So it's sort of like this person, yeah, that could be kind of a very fearful, nervous person. And they're kind of like, yeah, this person, they're kind of like, oh, okay, well, I don't really, yeah, they don't really, trust, they may not trust you because you're different. And you have I'm hearing your spiritual beliefs might differ too. This person may even be kind of in the traditional religious framework, and you may not be. And because of that, that makes them uncomfortable. Or you're interested in esoteric topics that are kind of beyond them. So they kind of like, they kind of would rather, they're kind of like a person who's kind of a very limited type thinking, limited person, and then they just, anything out of the box, they just can't handle it. Their brain literally can't handle people out of the box. And I'm hearing that you may be out of the box, so it's sort of like they can't handle you. And there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you, but because they can't handle this person, I'm hearing this person may have made you wrong. This person may have been like attacked you for who you are on some level, or tried to make you wrong. And it may be, I'm hearing, do not be hurt by this. Do not be hurt by this. This person, it's like, this is an energy that they're kind of a stuffy person. So do not feel guilty for the fact that this person, I'm hearing they may think you're a Jezebel or treacherous in some cases. Like, they think that you're somebody who pulls people off the straight and narrow into your sort of wild and wanton, like, ideas or something. And that, like, and I'm hearing you're doing just great with your sort of innovation, your kind of out of the box thinking. And the fact that this person disapproves of you is oftentimes, it's kind of a positive thing, actually. It can actually be thought of a positive thing. And so, yeah, so it kind of, this pile, the summate, it sort of like goes from a little bit apprehension and nervousness towards you to all the way like disapproval, like all the total and utter disapproval, to even in some far extreme dislike, but it's kind of more disapproval to kind of a mild unease. Interesting. So it's sort of like, yeah, this person is just like mixing oil and water, and it's kind of, I'm hearing you want to find your tribe. You want to find people that are kind of more resonant with you. And, yeah, it's kind of like, resonate, and you want to fill in more people. And this is an example of an energy that's not resonant with you, but you can find energies that are. You definitely can find energies that are resonant with you. Okay. That's all we've got. I hope you all enjoyed this reading, and I hope you have a terrific day. Bye-bye.